Hola y bienvenidos y bienvenidas al nuevo vídeo del canal. Estamos aquí de vuelta con Honkai Star Rail. Estamos en un nuevo directo y bueno, después de haber vivido unas pequeñas aventuras en Genshin, hoy toca continuar la historia principal de Okeima y de Amphoreus. Así que vamos con Sol Naciente, ahuyenta las estrellas y la luna menguante. Y para ello, ya sabéis, tenemos que venir por aquí y ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected. The Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When has it not caused a ruckus?
Silence! That's treason!
¡Ojo!
If it weren't for the great
Aquí está el avión
Imperator,
del
you'd have
Dux
sunk into
Fragoris.
the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Oh no. It's the Imperator's loyal dog.
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this guy.
Madre mía. Buenas presentaciones, ¿eh?
How disappointing. Oh, honored guests we meet for the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Fragoris, a trusted officer of the great Imperator, willing to fight alongside the Deliverer in the coming battles.
Ugh. Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of Akuma, we haven't had a day of peace.
Idle chatter.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around the city. You must be troubled.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests in the city who get restless.
Madre mía.
I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect
Bueno,
the
prefiero la
sky in the
ignoración. A ver,
slightest.
dentro de lo que cabe
They
es
just
bien, ¿no?
complain from the shadows that the sun's light is too harsh. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their foolishness.
May I ask, who is this Theoros?
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's his lordship.
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Dux Fragoris really can't hide anything. Theoros. What an ominous name. Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. Let's move to another place for now. We don't know how much Saridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Vamos a ver.
Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other. And Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others, let's let out our grievances.
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little imp?
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. And she certainly doesn't either. Oh,
Madre mía la que se va a liar aquí.
children of the prophecy. Such rare guests. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to enjoy it. You should rest well for the next campaign.
What? Children of the prophecy? Another excuse for the Imperator's reckless warmongering.
filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the Alliance meetings.
Madre mía la que se va a liar aquí, chaval.
Ah, by the way, if you still want to bathe, hurry up. Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the
Yo lo que digo,
fools
gente, aquí se va a
questioning
liar
the world
parda,
beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature anymore.
Seems like there's more to Dux Bermalis' words than meets the eye. But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama.
Claro, es que esto tiene que ser antes de experimento. ¿Qué pasa así? A ver. Vaya locura.
These two are...
So many guests today. Let's see who's here now. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior. The other, also quite heroic.
Heroes, I didn't expect to meet you again so soon. How fortunate.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You two are inseparable, aren't you?
This is...
Oh, she wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akama. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. I'm the perfect partner for research.
Ahem.
Enough small talk. Here's the latest news from Akama, as you requested. The children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped away military power. The Alliance meeting ended in discord, and there may be bloody upheaval.
As expected.
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terrifying news, perhaps a more explosive topic would help.
Madre mía.
Never mind. While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator did swiftly consolidate military power in an almost threatening way. It's undeniable. Heroes, I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness her blade dance with enemies on the battlefield. I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts beneath her exterior.
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about Miss Hysealand's? I sense some unease in Dux Helcalithist's words. It seems the Imperator and Miss Hysealand's share a much deeper bond than the others do. There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any place where we can have some privacy? To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysealand's.
Aquí van a pasar cosas, ya os lo digo. Tened en cuenta que esta parte que estáis diciendo es lo que estáis poniendo en el chat. O sea que aquí está viendo mucho texto y tal, pero es lo que os digo, es que es la preparación. O sea, vamos a ir a relajarnos a la habitación.
Was your original bath chamber, perfect for avoiding prying eyes.
Vamos dentro. Qué olor. Uy.
Wait, don't go in yet. Who's there?
Oh, the little gray fry and pink sea hare.
Little sea hare?
Este personaje es... O sea, se supone que es la... Heisilers, ¿no? ¿No?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe with me?
Yo voy a decirle que ¿qué haces aquí? ¿Y por qué te estás bañando en mi baño, por favor? Importante.
Always been my home.
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes, adding unnecessary constraints. Forget it. If Duck's Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold me again. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
¿La cacería? ¿De qué está hablando?
The delegate from Fainón has been assassinated! Quick! Quick, someone come quick!
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current.
¿Fuiste tú?
Just a regular cleaning. No need to be so surprised.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air before I even entered. Why? Is it because the Laydonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Layden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the Era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion.
Bueno, eso tiene sentido.
Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
But, Miss Hyselins, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long, long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, the great fish consumed the small. And when the great fish perished, their bodies became sustenance for the newborn, nourishing the whole ocean. This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured, or me.
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom is in fact the cruelest fate?
Yo es lo que estoy diciendo, yo creo que la libertad sí que es importante, o sea, esto aquí es un poco...
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, little sea hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean, let us wait and see. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come, following this.
Vale, dice que otro ha venido. Aglaea
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy.
aparece.
I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
ready to go in an instant. Miss Hycelens, you truly are impossible to predict.
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
El banquete, chavales.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish, to me, is the unique fragrance of the sea. Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
Parece que se llevan bien.
You sensed it too, huh? By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
Vale.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of honey brew. How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book? Live in the moment and enjoy life to the fullest.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to.
Glaya's eyes.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this also a prophecy from the Three Fates?
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, he has already witnessed it, right?
Bueno, depende de cómo se mire, pero vale. Tejerás las cosas más románticas del mundo.
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm, can they?
Aglaya has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, she seems to be in much better spirits.
Se ve muy tranquila.
Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart. For those words she was too shy to say herself, I'll raise a glass to you on her behalf. Now, I leave this bath chamber to you. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last celebration we have in this life.
Madre mía, High Silence, chaval.
Miss High Silence has given us the bath chamber.
Ahora no tenemos que estar siempre bajo la atenta mirada de la emperatriz.
Indeed. But she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must remain vigilant. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress. We don't want to keep everyone beyond the sky waiting.
Vale. Hola.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline. But since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. As expected. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
El camino será largo y difícil.
Not a bad invitation.
Since you didn't refute anything, I'll just assume I guessed it all right. We've made some progress here too, but nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so let me summarize. Concerning the origin of that Intellitron.
Claro, es que aquí se está liando, es lo que estáis diciendo en el chat, o sea, se está liando una parda que flipas.
But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos. Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society, so stay alert.
Tal vez esta es la creación de algún genio.
We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha. Oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them.
Mi voto es por la señora del silencio.
We also have the same suspicions for now, but further verification is needed.
Vale.
That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't let your guard down.
Ok.
Madame Herta is a real whirlwind. Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaya mentioned as our next starting point. Ceridra's trusted followers should all be present at that time. It'll be a good opportunity to get closer to them.
Debemos evitar un enfrentamiento, en este caso con Libus, está claro. Así que vamos a ello. Es complicado, pero creo que van por ahí los tiros.
With our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way.
Vale.
It's been a long day. We should get some rest now.
Vamos a descansar un poco.
Yes, let's get ready for the banquet. Look, the venue's right ahead.
Se vienen cositas, gente. O sea, yo, ¿qué queréis que os diga? Me está gustando mucho, estamos viendo cómo avanza la trama, pero es lo que os digo, yo creo que lo que estáis poniendo del siguiente mundo, yo creo que va a ser... Aquí el tema es que a mí me está gustando Amphoreus, pero es que es lo que decís, es que creo que estamos en un punto en el que hay mucho texto. A mí me gusta, pero es como una peli al final.
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate the books and quill pens?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do?
Sigamos en la corriente y entreguemos las cosas.
Nice! You read my mind. Let's go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to B. After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. But that's actually gonna be our shortcut, right?
Guests.
Alright, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend. Anyway.
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive shortly. Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Se va a liar, os lo digo yo.
Isn't Saridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
Vamos a ir con History directamente. No, es que no estoy tranquilo con esto, ¿sabéis? O sea, se va a liar pardo.
No, we love it here.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you.
Vale.
See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles.
Vale.
On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
No pasa nada, pero...
We're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence.
A ver qué pasa.
See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss Hysealans wants to talk to us about something. Why don't we go along with her for now?
Bueno, lo aceptaré con gusto.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk. On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please, have a taste.
Vale.
Would you like some too, little sea air?
Vamos a probar.
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet enough?
Nada mal.
As long as you like it. Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves, just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very.
Vale, vamos a girarnos tranquilamente. Y ahí entiendo que... ¡Está ella! ¿La emperatriz? ¿De dónde salió? Y está con Ligus.
The dew of
Ojo.
other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets do? is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Theoros. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within, and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy, and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions and words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Amphoreus has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the torrents. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Madre mía, la que se va a liar aquí.
Can you promise me something, Miss Hyselens?
Ask away.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you were a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
Vale, entiendo que ahora esto hay que venir aquí y hablar con Seneca.
Let's mingle in the crowds here.
Mezclar con la multitud y actuar de forma natural. Se nos da genial. Vaya liada,
Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Today, I will. Whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does not dare challenge your authority.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subjects like this?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
The answer is simple.
Sí, para esto es todo simple, pero...
Waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't ask a second time.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphoreus and merge the black tide with the torrents of Era Nova. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sound the trumpet for the endless campaign you will then embark on.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars. Who would dare to annihilate it?
There is a federation of warships named the Siendo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society.
Madre mía, la que salía de aquí.
Organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, there's also the Astral Express, a group of lawless vagrants. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. But history has already given them a tough lesson. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before your empire of destruction.
The Achaemenid Alliance is invincible!
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Madre mía, la que se va a liar aquí, gente.
Little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
Madre mía, y aquí High Silence tampoco ayuda, Vamos aquí a hablar un momentito con Virginia. Es lo que os digo, esto del banquete puede acabar muy mal,
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should
Vaya
consider.
locura.
The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces.
La bien es que va la
We just
suya, es
need
lo
to
que
fight
decís.
for her until our last breath.
Pero está la trama a tope,
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet they share the same loyalty.
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them.
Vale, vamos a hablar con los invitados. Hola.
So, you have this super duper speedy rotation of destruction into Amphoreus.
Oh. Huh? Oh, I got it. It's that thing, right? Oh. The one behind the research and development of this golden blood principle is Idonia's manager.
Oh dear. Seems like you've met your match, partner.
I'm so full of inspiration right now. And I feel so light.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking whether everything was fine with those two distinguished guests of yours. And it seems
Madre
like
mía,
all
digo,
is
no me
well.
fío nada de él,
let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you. Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law? If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient
Es lo que estamos diciendo, para fiarse del crack.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression.
Felidra se ha cabreado.
Great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let him fool you. That man from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within his body. He must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand him over to me.
You plan to torture him?
Calling it experimentation would be more appropriate.
Vale.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that Antikytherians are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast to your boundless ambition, using my spirit instead of a goblet.
Vale.
As I expected, that Theoros' schemes have been revealed. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off, and therefore, likely, the final chance to change her mind. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you.
Vale.
You should head back to your seats for now.
Vale, vamos a tomar asiento. Y esperamos. Skull por la vale, Skull.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Duxfragoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
Toda la gente aquí de fiesta y aquí va a pasar algo seguro.
A joyous atmosphere is a better
Que se va a
fit
liar,
for
o sea, lo tengo
showing me your
clarísimo.
resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have.
Vale.
However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelens. She used the sea siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts.
Les ha pillado.
She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator.
¿Qué está pasando?
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the Three Fates. It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Saridra, and I am the Imperator. If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me. If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
Tenemos que convencer a Saridra.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
You think you can slay a king using your words instead of a sword? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky. Will it weigh heavier than 3 human lives?
Let's watch our
Vamos a elegir bien las palabras. Vamos a empezar con la lucha que duró 30 millones de ciclos.
Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of World Baron was a young man with the pseudonym of Fainón. He came from Aedes Elysiae. In order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphoreus from the ending of the destruction, he lived through history 30 million times, hoping, futilely, to find a breakthrough. And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny.
Bueno, escucha pero no interviene, ojo. Vamos a hablar de Ferrotumba.
Iron Tomb is the ultimate end of Amphoreus' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed. That is the only thing Lycus cares about. As for Amphoreus, your glory and campaigns, he doesn't care about any of those. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction.
Bueno, ella se queda así, sin ninguna expresión. Vamos a hablar sobre el deber. Mi creo ha sido explorar, comprender y construir y conectar. La conquista y la destrucción no son formas de tender puentes entre las personas. Así que si eliges el camino de la destrucción, pondré tus ambiciones en el mismo saco que Ligus y las haré pedazos con mi bate de béisbol.
That was truly a chaotic speech.
Sí, un poco caótico ha sido.
All that needs to be said has been said. Dux for Goris, Dux for Malus. Escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses all things.
You're still here.
Yo creo que es lo que decís, o sea, yo creo que Ligus aquí nos vamos a enfrentar a él.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone as powerful as you use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure?
Algo está pasando, ¿no?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me.
¿Todo fue una mentira?
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
Vale.
I can toss your words right back at you like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be a mortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. Had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the era nova, then Amphoreus would not have deviated from destiny's course. Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors steering the experiment out of control.
En fin. Ligos la va a liar, y os lo digo yo. Es que la va a liar, es lo que estáis poniendo en el chat y...
Careful. Careful. What was that voice? Was it Orynyx? I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
Ah, the time of judgment is nigh, my lord. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine.
Se viene combate, creo, ¿eh? Aquí está Ligos. ¡El bate!
What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to reiterate. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Vale.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, senior society.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now. Screw them.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why he demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously, don't embarrass the society.
Diego.
I understand that a mere zero possibility does not equate to zero. That argument is very persuasive to me. Which means the same principle also applies to you, my dear peers. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through 14 algebraic expressions. And as for Era Nova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people?
Lo bueno que Digus está aquí contándonos el plan, o sea, dentro de lo que cabe.
Then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me? Listen, Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways to ensure the destruction's descent. And what I just mentioned is only one out of those thousands.
This is the place outside the legends? This doesn't feel the same as before. How should I get back?
Warning, warning, warning. Warning, warning, warning.
Aislamiento.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area.
Este tío nos la va a liar y está claro.
Now, you'll be able to silently wait here for the final act of Amphoreus to begin.
Vale. ¡Sácame de aquí!
I understand your anger, but I cannot allow you to continuously influence the extrapolation's progress. This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, you may better observe the workings of the erudition at a macroscopic level. In this place where time flows far slower than within Amphoreus. You will witness the end of that world saga.
¿Qué es lo que quieres, Ligus?
The answer concerning the prime mover of life and the total destruction of the erudition.
¿También odias a los eones?
Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth, just so that I can correct the error named erudition that humanity crafted with their own hands. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primordially of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree of doom that we planted ourselves. I must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now descend into Amphoreus to deal with the accident that arose because of you.
Vale.
But you won't have to wait long. When the curtain falls, you'll surely understand mine and Amphoreus's ardent wish.
Where time flows slower than within Amphoreus. If Lycus spoke the truth, then I don't have much time left. But how can I get out of here?
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that...
Warning. Warning.
Otra vez.
Warning.
Hurry up.
Vale,
Put some
parece
speed
que ahora
into it.
tenemos
I
otra
can't keep
quest.
this up for much longer.
Vale, hemos completado Prometeo encadenado y ahora toca descifrar la tablilla de cera. Vale, pues vamos a ir por aquí y vamos a encargarnos de ver qué pasa ahora. Lo que os digo, esto está siendo una locura, aquí está Erta. Vale, dice que tenemos una oportunidad. ¡Ayúdame, señora Erta! Lo necesito.
Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphoreus...
Espera, ¿cómo que años?
Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know this already? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't hold for long.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Time is running out.
La conclusión
Here's the
es...
conclusion. It'll
Vaya, que es probable que todavía le lleve tiempo, ¿no? Vale. Vale, ellos van a tirar ataques en el sistema. Vale, que busque la manera de escapar. ¿Qué debería hacer? Otra vía.
Critical warning.
Its power is strong. Maybe it will use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Vale, han apagado.
Heard us saying a certain path's faction has arrived in Amphoreus, and I can ask them for help? I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys.
En mis viajes pasados he dominado los poderes de diferentes vías. Debo pensarlo bien y averiguar exactamente qué facción ha llegado a Amphoreus y a qué poder de la vía debería pedirle refuerzos. Poder de destrucción, Nanook. En un mundo que nacerá un devastador, será la atención de la destrucción. El estelarón que llevo dentro de mí será muy útil. Pero, ¿de verdad servirá si de algo se llama la Legión Antimateria o la Banda de Erradicación? Nanook, dame un fuego abrasador para quemar esta prisión. Vale. No. No queremos que todo se vaya al garete. Las llamas. El poder de la conservación, la segunda de las vías.
No matter how far away a planet is, the besides, even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC, the architect.
Vamos a concentrarse. Nada, Kiplot nos ha fallado. Vamos con la siguiente. El sombrero del relojero y lo que pasó en Colonia Penal. La familia. Vamos a ver si Shipe nos ayuda y podemos llamar a la familia. Parece que no funciona. Pues nada. Solo nos queda una vía. Y ya sabéis cuál es, la de Amphoreus, la reminiscencia. Los restos de la reminiscencia están por todas partes en este mundo. No sé cuáles son sus intenciones, pero no me quedan muchas opciones en esta crisis. ¡Fully responde! Confía en mí. Cuando el poder de la reminiscencia comienza a fluir, algo que no debería existir aquí se materializa ante tus ojos. ¿Es la mensajera de Onyx?
Warning, warning, warning.
Erudition's prison cannot stop us. Come. Leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphoreus waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, finally rises, a boat, so used to drifting, at long last enters an island's safe embrace. Oh, Pathstrider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The child of remembrance awaits you.
March, what's she doing here?
Vale. Marzo, por fin, gente. Vamos a ver lo que pasa con 7 de marzo. Hola.
Oh, you're finally here. We haven't seen each other for such a long, long time. My good buddy, I've really, really missed you.
Marzo, yo también te extrañé mucho.
Hide that
that you were constantly thinking about the days
No
when
puedo llevar
I
la
was
cámara,
by your
¿no,
side.
Ah, fallo técnico.
It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's basically a prison. Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphoreus during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it.
Ha sido un largo viaje.
Then take your time with the storytelling. Or do you not want to talk to me? But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphoreus if I keep following this road. So, let's head off.
Vale.
Why does March feel so weird?
What are you standing around for? Hurry!
Algo está
This
pasando
door
aquí.
should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
A ver, yo creo que los
Are you
instintos no pueden
okay?
fallar.
You haven't said anything for a while. Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no
No. The
Cada vez se vuelve
discrepancy is
todo peor.
getting worse.
¿Cómo sabes quién nos está esperando?
Huh? Isn't Amphoreus the world of the Chrysos heirs and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But Amphoreus cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things. Unless Dan Heng told her.
¿Dónde está Ángel?
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Dan Heng's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him. He's probably waiting for us somewhere. All hail and hearty.
No. The geniuses would have made sure that Dan Heng made it back on the express. Besides, the March I know wouldn't be so dismissive about her companions. Something's not right. She's not March 7th.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With questions. Let's treasure the time we have together and be frank.
¿Quién eres?
As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back to Amphoreus, as long as you are willing to help us.
¿Quiénes son ustedes?
We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphoreus. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition.
Vale.
Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides,
This would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, then the whole cosmos will be in danger. Wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct the entire world.
Vale.
So help us. Find where Amphoreus' memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anastrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you? I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take
Vale, este es el
advantage of
personaje
the
misterioso que vimos,
situation.
¿no?
While Remembrance can help you return to Amphoreus, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal, or pay any price. For you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear.
¿Quién eres?
Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard.
Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright? Won't come to pass while we're around.
And now
The statue. Is that John Hunter's brother?
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo que se va a convertir el 7 de marzo? Ya, explícame esto. No estoy entendiendo, ¿eh?
Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
It's as if they all happened just yesterday. I don't want to lie to you.
Espera.
Which is why I will not use her name.
Mirad qué guapada de ilustraciones, ¿eh?
The third month of Amphoreus is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight.
Larga noche.
So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now.
¿Larga noche? ¿Pero quién?
I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves.
Vale, dice que Amphoreus no tiene ese lujo.
Amphoreus does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras. So,
¿Nos da la
this
yesca?
burning
¿En
core
llamas?
flame, this footnote of a transaction.
What?
It contains hope and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time. Now, take it.
Vale.
And return with it, dear friend.
¡Lo haré!
Witness the time
Es el momento de
that
cumplir
stood
nuestro
still
destino,
for the
gente.
deliverer.
Preparémonos,
And the
porque se viene
resistance
lo
that
bueno.
never bowed to the destiny of destruction. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time.
Nos veremos.
I believe the wait won't be too long.
Pues nada, la espera que sea breve, pero lo que os digo, parece mucho 7 de marzo.
What exactly?
¿Qué está pasando?
Keep going for Amphoreus. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Vale. Confío en marzo, aunque no sea la misma. ¡Vamos! Es el momento de cumplir el destino. Buah, chaval, lo que os digo, una maravilla, ¿eh? O sea, se lo están currando muchísimo con el tema Amphoreus. Ya sabéis que vamos a estar, recurrencia eterna, esto sigue siendo el caos de siempre. Pero aquí estamos para solucionar ese caos y parece que estamos de vuelta en Okeima. ¿Okeima otra vez? No hay nadie y el dispositivo de amanecer está apagado. ¿Llegué tarde? ¿Eh? Vale. Aquí hay un vestigio del recuerdo, esto es opcional, vamos a investigarlo. Y lo que os digo, esto me está flipando, gente. Lo que os digo, está la historia avanzando a un ritmo que es brutal y se nota, pero está muy guay, ¿eh? Me está gustando muchísimo todo. Ok, vamos a activar el vestigio. A ver qué pasa por aquí. Aquí está Erta, ¿no? Solo es una grabación, vale. Gracias a que esa pequeña emperatriz nos dio acceso al protocolo final, Thorne y yo reescribimos el proceso de la nueva, vale. 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 O sea, la parte de la lógica no, vale. 97%. La cosa va mal. Vamos, que seguimos en situación crítica. Poca broma, pero aquí en Amphoreus, la verdad que la situación crítica la llevamos desde que hemos venido, macho. Morimos, nos ha pasado de todo. ¿Qué pasa ahora? No tengo ni idea, pero está la cosa interesante.
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's only one thing to say. Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long, long time.
Siren, qué bueno que estés aquí.
You must be really confused right now, aren't you? So much has happened in Amphoreus while you were gone. But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No.
¿Cómo que todos han dejado para mí?
And turn the pages of time and hear the words everyone left for you. I'll tell you the story of this 1000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone.
Cyrene, can't hear me?
¿No puedes escucharme? Vale, este ya está. Vamos a ir por aquí y vamos a ver qué pasa ahora. Lo que os digo, se está volviendo la trama una auténtica locura. Y aquí parece que ha pasado algo, ¿no? A ver.
Scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean to stop Lygus. Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses
Era Nova will come.
It seems the key to rewriting, according to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses.
We need to find a way to hide the core flame. And we must buy enough time to keep Lygus at bay.
About that, Rini might have some good news. She had that dream again last night. But the Titan's voice was clearer than ever She said, pass the flame into the future.
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? It seems Amphoreus' fate isn't sealed just yet.
You're right.
Bueno, pues hay que salvar a Amphoreus. Ya os lo digo, esta locura es lo que hay, gente. Es la historia.
Perhaps a relay across the ages is finally about to begin somewhere out there.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is already at our gates, and their commander, that Lycurgus,
He's right outside Akama.
Light calendar 3960. Saridra, under the pretense of a campaign against Vagusa, sacrificed 500 Chrysos heirs to complete. That same year, Saridra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaya the Gold Weaver took command. Thus began. Come, this way.
Pues vámonos. Vamos a ver el poder dado de Ronix para por lo menos reparar todo esto lo que podamos y vamos a seguir. ¡Diegos!
The Memorial Palace lies in ruins. Countless mortals have perished because of your stubborn resistance. It's time you learned the cost of refusal. Now, answer my question again. Where is Kefali's core flame?
You really think you'll find it by razing the holy city to the ground? From what I see, all you'll get is dust and disappointment. Don't forget, you can't kill the Chrysos as mentioned in the prophecy because of law.
I have never denied that. Which is why I now place my hope in the faithful citizens of Akama. Perhaps they'll give me what I seek in the echo of your screams. Now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your scalding golden blood to baptize the masses. Allow me to apologize in advance. We shall start with you, blind and foolish Lady Goldweaver.
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaya. You must get away now. No, Holy Maiden. I'm the one who must stay. What? His conspiracy won't succeed. Because Romance is ready to make good on their promise to weave an indestructible armor for Amphoreus. Its name is Solidarity. You must escape with your life and carry word of my death to those still fighting, just as the Imperator
Madre
left
mía.
the torch of resistance with her to take good care of it, guide it to the future, and place it into the hands of our deliverer.
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. He charged directly into the Holy City and razed the Memorial Palace. History would name this battle the Third Siege of Akama. 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day, including their fearless leader, Aglaya.
Go forth, deliverer.
Vale. Vamos al lío. Es lo que os digo, aquí se ha liado pardísima, o sea...
Go.
Aquí está Castoris.
When the frost melts in the... So what you're saying is... Prince... She just left.
¿Y aquí está Cipher?
Like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve be in vain.
But... between staying in Akama and going to Styxia... what difference does it make when it's death either way? I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama far safer than that dead city?
Cass Cass's plan doesn't involve any relocation at all.
Huh?
Like you said, Alchema is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get everyone moving to Styxia. It's just on Cass, Hycealans, and me to prepare the final trump card for the Deliverer.
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all three of you demigods to throw yourselves away?
We must lay down the path to the future, so when the Deliverer returns, they'll have a clear road to reach the location of Era Nova. Styxia sits where death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and passage, we can summon a current that leads to the vortex of Genesis. And the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until he returns.
Vale.
We all know Lygos will set his sights on the vortex of Genesis.
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I underestimated Idonia's Maiden of War. She's got way more steel than I thought.
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means necessary, forge an alliance with Strife. The prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Alchema, protecting this land after we leave.
You don't need to worry about that. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead of the news.
Vale.
Treeby, something's flying towards Alchema, and it's really fast.
¿Qué está pasando?
What is it? It's
¿Una lanza?
It's the Kremnoans. Their king's already here.
¿El rey?
With the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Alchema endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the alliance to safeguard the holy city in the Battle of Deliverance.
Vale. No han parado, los
Go
panas.
on, and see you tomorrow.
Vamos allá. Oh, yeah.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second.
Mi Deimos. ¿Qué habrá pasado con mi Deimos?
Pain brings endless torment. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the gate of infinity and jumped off that cliff.
Can't argue with that.
In the current situation, this is the only path Alchema has left. Just do as I say. Split my soul into 5 pieces. Forge me an immortal vessel. Let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. Locked in battle with their enemies to the world's bitter end. There's no need to be sad, Lady Trebios. Haven't we already taken great strides towards that promised tomorrow? In this life, my people no longer have to drown in false guidance. Amphoreus no longer needs a... By the way,
Ojo,
you do me
le voy a pedir un
another
favor.
favor. The 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are
Vale, dice que
already
vienen los
wrapped.
sabios del Soto de las
They'll
Musas.
arrive in waves to join the resistance in a couple of days. Among them is a scholar named Anaxagoras. He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. This soul-rending ceremony wasn't just my decision. It was his counsel. His wisdom will surely be the backbone of Amphoreus' survival. Watch over him. Carry on this everlasting flame for me.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason, each sealed in blood crystal and cast into battle. The people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king, and through his sacrifice, humanity was granted 200 years of peace.
Madre mía, es que al final han palmado casi todos. Miréis.
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more.
Reason and trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our
Se
last
viene el
shot.
gran final, ¿eh?
Not the time to be picky, right?
Don't oversimplify it. Lygus just found out Akima's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious. At this rate, he could have done anything.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a genius he is, the principle still holds. Once he storms into the council and confronts me head on, you trigger your alchemy with a boom and turn him into a caged beast.
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer without anyone catching on. And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being? That's just nonsense.
What? Getting cold feet? Or you just don't believe in the almighty worth of the... Just tell me straight.
Anaxas tiene su propio plan, como siempre.
Of course I can. And it'll be child's play. But I've got 2 conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're doing it, we go all in. No half measures.
Oh, I'm listening.
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the deliverer were to appear there. Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No place in Amphoreus makes a better prison.
If you pull that, wouldn't our deliverer have to face tank Lygus as soon as they come back?
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for it. The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few survivors in the world. Loop Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a philosopher's stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you were insane.
Ya veo por qué la gente diría que está loco y se queda tan pancha. Es Cipher haciendo de
I've
Cipher.
got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer, and what I just mentioned, was one of them.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it?
Madre mía.
By now, Hyacinth must have completed the Sky People's ritual.
Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure he enjoys our show to the As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well, that will no longer be our concern.
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by two demigods least suited for war. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed Lygus within the vortex of Genesis.
Vale. Vamos a avanzar y a continuar por aquí.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Lo haré, Anaxa, por ti y por los demás. Vamos.
Overthinking. Just run. Keep running. That'll be enough.
Irie, it's dead quiet here.
Hayashi, ¿no?
Akuma will stand eternal. Miss Cypher's lie has crumbled after all.
Se está liando mucho, ¿eh?
But it's all right, because all of us have fulfilled our purpose by now. When the Deliverer returns, no matter where he is, sky will turn clear, and a rainbow bridge will rise, carrying him to the final battleground. Syrie, this arduous relay is finally nearing its end. Now, I'm passing the final baton of fate to you, okay? No, that's not quite right. After all, it was you and him who lit the first spark of this journey, wasn't it?
I'll tell you the story of this 1000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone. And I'll share the moments I spent with you with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphoreus has already welcomed the dawn foretold in prophecy. Just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time. Right?
Gracias. ¿Han sacrificado tanto?
I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. Probably the same as always. Calm, resolute, and brimming with confidence. If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long since we parted.
Siren, ¿tú también?
Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and bottle every page we've written into the little flask of memories. And then, may it set sail in peace, drift down the river of time along with the core flame of world-bearing, reach your side, and lead you back to Amphoreus. Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
Vale.
This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return. and the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame chase journey to the Deliverer's heart. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist of this story mustn't be.
Regresé, tal y como lo prometí. Estoy aquí.
I believe you will never let us down, just like always. Do you remember when Fainón sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, I returned to you, carrying all that we've been through. That's what memory is.
La memoria.
It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, the past returns even more beautiful than before. So don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th flame chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of ocean before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even Fainón. We'll stand with the Deliverer. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
Vale. Vamos a ver. Uy, vaya locura lo que estáis diciendo, O sea, esto está siendo... Todo el mundo hablando de la larga noche. Va a ser como Libélula. Vamos a tomar aquí...
Sairi, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, he'll definitely return to this place. We can't let him down.
Ha llegado el momento.
Sky shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
And reason grant you enlightenment. Let strife bestow you with inspiration.
Trickery ensure your success.
Allow death to protect your soul.
And at last, let passage point the way forward.
Well, time will remember the Trailblazer's journey.
Madre mía. Escenaza, Me está flipando todo lo que está pasando, o sea, es increíble.
Is this Styxia? What happened to this place? I need to find the entrance to the vortex, guarded by the demigod of ocean. High Sealants. Is she still there?
Long time no see.
Hey, Lejos!
Tread generation after generation of Chrysos' heir heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears, either voluntarily shattering their souls, but alas, fate can never be defeated.
Madre mía. ¿Tú otra vez?
Reason and trickery may sow the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum, my Sealants sought to bring me into a fantasia
Es el villano, bro.
voice and drown a genius in slumber. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to erosion of time, while her prisoner remained unchanged.
Y aún así sigues atrapado aquí.
True. I can't leave this place, but what of it?
Hombre, sí queda, sí queda.
You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave.
El mito de la caverna, ¿no?
Imprisoned from childhood.
Vaya, vaya, vaya. Nos vamos a filosofear con Ligur.
Their legs and necks. Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall.
Me encanta estas partes filosóficas, bro.
The flames cast shadows, while the rocky surface threw back echoes. To them, that false play is the whole world. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave, but I know it's all just
Dice que solo espera, en fin.
and now you'll be the one to unshackle me and bring the cave. Of course, I don't mind waiting a little longer. Let me guide you through this next illusion. I hope you'll watch the stories of this.
Madre mía, Ligus, de verdad. O sea, le pilla mucha manía, a Ligus.
Must see the world for what it truly is. Emotionally, this memory captures the fate of everyone in Amphoreus better than anything else. Only by feeling it for yourself can you understand my point of view. The meaning of destruction.
Yo destruiré tu ambición.
To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. In the spirit of that fable I told you just now, can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality?
Vale, aquí está el ancla cognitiva y esto está completado, pero vamos a investigar esto. Por fin parece que toca un poquito menos de diálogo y un poquito más de debate, así que vamos a por todo.
The dark tides flood the sea, and our kingdom teeters on the edge.
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands. She'll quell this calamity herself.
This is the scene when the Chrysos heir of ocean was born. She was once of a Titankin race named Sea Sirens. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide still roiled in the depths of the world, and the kingdom of Sea Sirens was the first to face the destruction head on.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's calling to us.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's command.
Vale. ¿Se va a liar, obviamente? Pues sí. Yo creo que
Keep
sí.
the black tide from threatening the ocean. The queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings and inherited...
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
High Silence?
Her true is a reflection of her former self, clinging to the past with aching defiance.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion. The black tide will soon enter our borders.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall to darkness and terror as well?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny titankins, thinking they can stop the tide of truth. How naive. And that naivete?
Madre mía. Vamos a venir por aquí. Venimos por aquí y activamos esto. Vale. Estos son nuevos portales, ¿no? Vale. Recoge tesoro.
Is that all?
A ver un momento. Vale, lo tenemos. Vamos para allá. Uf, esto va a reventar y lo sabemos, ¿eh? O sea, creo que nunca he tenido tanto miedo a todo lo que puede pasar por aquí. Pero bueno.
Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire.
¡Vamos! Ábrete puerta. Cofrecito. Oración. Yo digo que se va a liar muy parda, con todo esto. O sea, lo siento mucho, pero van a pasar cosas seguro. O sea, está clarísimo. Hoy no lo acabamos. Hoy he dicho que unas 2 horas. Y mañana el plan es acabarlo. O sea, mañana a ver si hay suerte y terminamos la parte de la historia nueva de Amphoreus. Me ha dicho que son en torno a 6 horitas, ¿no? Llevamos como 3 y algo.
Joy. It pains me to speak of the kingdom's sorrow. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but
Mother, worry not. We're all
No te
children
vayas.
of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents.
We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed filth.
my little fishlings, when the spear of strife falls, you may retreat in peace. I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your honor. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss with the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black tide, birthing the first madness in Amphoreus. Sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments, until their flesh decayed. Keep watching, but tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumbling with age, just like her shattered fate.
Vale. A ver. Vamos por partes. Aquí hay una tablilla. Vamos a cogerla. Cofre.
Clinging to the past only blocks the road forward. Why not let time build a bridge to the future?
Vale.
The chandelier is still giving way. Maybe no vessel nearby can help.
Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll need the miracle. Why?
The ending was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just
Vale, venimos por aquí. Y aquí debería haber un cofre o algo. Ahí está, cofrecito. Lo cogemos. Madre mía, Ligus, ¿cómo la está ligando? Era coña. Sí, sí, vamos a ver, porque de verdad. Mucho cofre y lo que queráis, pero esto es épico, ¿eh?
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Vale, esto está.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten. It visits me in dreams every night.
I dreamed of a shining city, its lights piercing the deep gloom of the seabed.
I dreamed of children placing garlands on our bone hearts, and poets praising the sea sirens for shielding the world.
But what a shame. We can go no further. Please, sing to the humans for us. Sing of the deep sea's legend in our place.
Bueno, parece que se viene lucha.
Sirens were tainted by the destruction. Their flesh rotted away. They became the black tide creatures of this cycle.
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this last task, then return to prepare your feast.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the sea floor. high seas, swimming alone through the seas, burying her kin and searching for the fragments of the chalice of plenty. Though most of that journey was in vain, why not use the power of time to leap ahead to reach the spirit?
Ya nos la está liando, os lo digo. Es que no me termino de fiar de él. O sea, no sé vosotros qué estáis pensando de todo esto, pero algo me dice que nos la va a liar cuanto menos lo esperemos. Y obviamente quiere que usemos el poder del tiempo para que luego rompamos el orbe, ¿no? Y demás, está claro. Vale, vamos a hacer otro pool de estos. Se vienen cositas guapas, sí, pero... Vale. Cae. Lo he hecho mal, lo he hecho mal. Hay que contar con que cae. ¿Vale? O no, espera, más fácil. 1, 2, 3. Buah, esto es locura, ¿eh? Espérate, esto... No, algo estoy haciendo mal. 1, cae, entra. 2, 3. 4, 5 y 6, ¿no? No. Tengo que acabar en el 1, entonces vale, la clave es fácil. 1, yo aquí tengo que acabar dándole al botón. Entonces, 2, 3, 2. Claro, pero es que si no pulsa el botón, no. Tiene que pulsar el botón. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6. Y ahora que aparece, vengo aquí. Me teletransporto. Activa, vengo. Y ya está. Toma ya. Me ha costado, pero lo hemos conseguido. Me ha costado, pero lo hemos conseguido. Este me estaba petando un poquito la cabeza, pero bien. Lo tenemos. Venimos por aquí. Papiro que no podemos usar. Vamos a ir por aquí un momentito. Rompemos esto y seguimos. Aquí hemos visto que hemos abierto un cofre con lo de la bola, así que venimos y lo cogemos también. Vale, jade estelar, tenemos por aquí todo conseguido. Y aquí parece que hay que venir aquí en medio, ¿no? Investigamos. Cerramos. Quitamos toda la corrupción, bien. Vamos allá. Madre revivida.
At last, the chalice of plenty is whole again. The lance of fury emerges from the river of souls, and the gods reclaim their duty to hold back the black tide. I am freed from endless toil, and now walk toward the rites at Styxia. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back, took on a graceful human form, and hoped to find a grand celebration on the shore. My fins became legs, my scales became skin, and the sea foam on my body became a shimmering gown. But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew, nor poets plucking harps. Only silent death, drifting gently along the river of souls.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have already repeated the mistakes of previous cycles and was swallowed by death. Hopes and promises are nothing but the foam of dreams.
I am a sea siren, a vessel born to contain the tides. Now that my task is done, and the promise is broken, how am I to go on in a world drowned in shadow?
Vacío.
Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my questions.
La verdad que la trama de Amphoreus, gente, o sea, me parece brutal,
A grand feast awaited me in the surface world. So I wandered lost, groping through the dark.
Vale.
The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
¡Ojo!
After
La voz de
wandering the
Libus.
surface for ages, the lost sea siren met.
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions.
Esterydra.
Yes, Seridra, long before she became the Imperator.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword. I am just a wandering fish, seeking clarity through bloodshed.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? Tell me, what is it you seek?
Madre mía, la que se va a liar aquí. Un banquete al que pueda pertenecer.
Where I might belong.
Such a demand is trivial with the sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. But Knight, you must offer me your heart.
¿Qué dices?
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness.
Se puede liar mucho aquí, ¿eh?
I will lead you forward.
So be it, noble monarch. The law you proclaim shall govern my every breath. So be it, noble monarch. I am simply becoming someone else's vessel once again, and accepting a duty given to me.
And thus, in her hollow drift, she finally found a new purpose, like sunlight piercing the deepest trench.
Vale.
Nice.
A ver. Vamos allá. Ahí os lo he puesto, os lo he dejado todo listo y nada. Los códigos están como siempre para que los uséis. Vale, vamos aquí a realizar la oración. Vale. Y prepárense, gente, que aquí se viene lo bueno.
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown.
What I desire is the same as before.
Tu promesa.
Look, I've prepared you a grand banquet. The finest honey brew and tributes await.
Fish are drawn to light by nature.
El banquete, chavales.
For the deep sea knows only gloom.
Está todo listo.
Now I found a flame. It may scald and burn, but it's the only light.
Come, let us join the feast. Perhaps the path forward lies hidden among the revelry.
Vale, venimos por aquí, rompemos esto. Y aquí está. Aquí un tesoro.
Looks good.
Un disco, tesoro. Bartolos. Cruel, ¿de qué estás hablando? No olvides tomar tu medicina. Vamos a pelear contra él.
Life is not so fragile.
Vamos al lío.
Reach here. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
What's in your prescription?
Embrace a new life.
Madre mía, chavales. Vale, vamos a por ello.
As you wish.
Adiós, Bartolo. Bueno, menos. Y Jinglu se lo revienta. Uno menos. Y se pira.
In lunar flame. As you wish.
El poder del mate. Vale, pues ya está. Hemos superado la batalla, gente.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
¿Ya está satisfecho? Vale. Bueno. ¿Quién te hizo beber tanto? Qué falta de ética. Vale. Está el pobre Cao. Vale, vamos aquí, tenemos otro puzzle. Estos me han parecido muy interesantes, poca broma. Vale. Uno, dos, tres, 4, 5 y 6. Ya está. Este ha sido muy fácil en comparación con el anterior. Es lo que os digo, a veces no tiene sentido y uno es el complicado y te quedas como loco, pero vamos a recoger el tesoro. Me ha molado bastante, o sea, de verdad creo que es una decisión importante al final las que vamos tomando en el juego y esto es increíble.
Have you heard that the Imperator is about to begin a new campaign?
Her glory will no longer be bound by the borders of Amphoreus.
Vamos allá.
My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just for the past. It's a toast to the future.
Vale.
Born from our golden blood is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast to trample the universe.
Great monarch.
Cada loco con su tema.
The universe teems with great threats. Can we truly remain invincible?
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. And to the rest, your triumphs will not go unrewarded. I promise you a new age, free of fear. Now, raise your cups to our conquest among the sea of stars.
Madre mía.
Stars! Sea of stars! Conquest among the sea of stars. Come now.
Soy testigo del final de este sueño inútil, dice. Ya verás tú. Tercera canción. Se va a liar aquí parda y lo sabéis.
Let's celebrate together.
Algo va a pasar aquí.
Noble knight, you are truly a blazing spark. It is my honor to share this banquet with you.
Noble knight, you have earned victory with your blade. And you have every reason to revel in this moment of triumph. Let me pour you a glass of honey brew.
Noble knight, with the sovereign now enthroned, this triumph is yours as much as hers. Let me raise a toast to you.
Noble knight, your strength is boundless. Lead us to conquer the universe, and let us toast to that vow!
Then drink we shall. Raise your glass. In the deep sea, I never knew what fire was. But when I set foot on land, it scorched my fins, made me feel pain and ignited an unprecedented hunger. A hunger that flickers in every hero's heart. So bright, yet so blinding.
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
Hear that? The court sings her praises! Come! Join us and praise her glory!
Madre mía. Se viene momentazo, ¿eh? Ha llegado el momento. Vamos a ver qué pasa por aquí.
One eye of hers sees glory.
And yet, she cherishes the name of glory more than fear and death.
As they say, the coward died 1,000 times before his end.
But the brave face death but once, which gods stand witness.
On the eve of war, we sang our hymns and set our sights to sail beyond the stars. The legions will climb aboard the beast, riding it like currents across the cosmos. Planets after planets flew the flags of her crown. Realm after realm was ignited by her flames of war. As the final resistance fell silent, a vast empire rose from among the stars. And this small pond at last embraced prosperity and peace. That's how the story ends. Tell me, visitor, in this dream, did you enjoy the show?
No es el final correcto.
After all, beneath that still surface lie the bones of countless dead. It's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
Vale. Todos están muertos. Genial.
Stream 4.
La que se ha liado aquí, chavales. ¡No! ¡Todos!
People once cheered for my ascension,
¿Qué dices?
and now they cheer for my fall. The cosmos, the battlefield that I cannot reach.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition had already been swallowed by the deep sea. This is the true ending. And the one who struck her down? The one who struck her down was her most loyal gladiator.
¿Tú la mataste?
I don't need to explain myself. I wandered the shore, found a flicker of flame. I don't understand.
Ah, ella habla como Gisileina y como Gisilens.
The Imperator's dream and
No me lo
even
esperaba esto, ha
Amphoreus'
sido un golpe duro.
existence are all illusions. Then
Ha
what's
sido un
the
golpe
point
duro,
of
ha sido un
our
golpe duro,
journey?
gente. O sea, yo por lo menos esto no
When
me lo
the
esperaba,
deliverer
que conste.
returns, I will let this absurd celebration come to an end. But Greyfry, I can't help but wonder how I dearly wish this feast of the flame chase would never end.
It seems she sensed your presence. Fantasia's foundation is starting to crack. Let's return to the prologue. Remember the allegory of the cave. Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are and stop mistaking them for reality? As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally turned to look around and moved her legs, her reward was nothing but searing pain. The light will blind her, for the fire behind her had never won, and so she fell into infinite confusion and fear, and came to firmly believe that the shadows and echoes were the real world. But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than she was? Now, nameless one, fateless one, ask yourself this. The paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands, could it all be someone else's projected shadow? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. Once you've unearthed every last truth and reached the prison built for me by the demigods, I'll speak with you face to face. I, the Theoros, have walked the 13 million histories born by Kaslana. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphoreus, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind? Now, please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. Find her. Step into the world's void. That palace reflects the heart of the demigod of ocean. Intoxicated. Stagnant. There, you'll witness the true beginning of the saga of deliverance. An ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. A staircase of apotheosis that the Imperator forged with the golden blood of 500 human sacrifices under the pretense of conquest. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place, you must find the prison warden lost in the
Vamos a hacer que esto vuelva para atrás. Buah, chaval, que esto parece un camino secreto, ¿no?
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
Vale. Suelto el laberinto. Aquí tenemos... Ahora ya están los bichitos por ahí, entiendo. Vale.
Now step away from this false banquet.
Vale, este ya está.
And then onto that bloody stage.
Vale. Pues yo creo que lo mejor, gente, ahora mismo es que terminemos el directo aquí. Acabamos de cambiar a lo siguiente. Y algo me dice que se viene lo bueno. O sea, va a ser una locura que flipas. Toca mar en tierra, los sueños del color del vino oscuro. Hemos terminado el banquete, lo que os digo, han pasado muchísimas cosas, obviamente. Y me he quedado loquísimo, porque de verdad esta trama no para de avanzar hasta unos puntos que yo por lo menos lo flipo en colores. Espero que os haya gustado el vídeo, que lo hayáis pasado bien en el directo. Mañana el plan es lo que os digo, es terminar todo lo que es la trama de Amphoreus, así que creo que queda ya poco por ir haciendo. Y bueno, como siempre me preguntáis y demás, vamos un poquito a explicar cositas, pero bueno, por aquí tengo para recoger de varios días que me he ido conectando aunque no haya hecho el directo, así que vamos a aprovechar. Y lo que os digo, aparte de esta increíble misión Trazacaminos, lo que os digo, tenemos un par de eventos interesantes y también hay cositas como espejismo, pues que vamos a poder, lo que os digo, vamos a hacer grandes cositas, hay muchas cosas que hay que hacer, obviamente. y hay que pasárselo bastante bien. Así que vamos a venir a coger, vamos a coger aquí todo lo que podamos de Hades y demás. Ya sabéis que esto se ha reiniciado. Y vamos aquí con lo mismo, ¿vale? Con lo que son las cositas de por aquí. Ahí estamos, perfecto. Este ya lo tenemos, bien, hemos subido al 21, así que venimos, recogemos. ¿Y qué queréis que os diga? Me lo he pasado en grande, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo, espero que os lo hayáis pasado bien con el directo y próximamente en el próximo vídeo terminaremos por lo menos lo que es la trama principal de Amphoreus, de esta versión, que lo que os digo, viene bastante fuerte y quizás hayan tiraditas, no lo sé, depende un poquito porque High Silence la verdad que me mola, pero a lo mejor Ceridra me mola más y la verdad que personajes que vienen luego me interesan quizás más, así que no sé si esta vez tiraré, pero por lo menos en el próximo vídeo, lo que os digo, veremos un poquito lo que es el final de esta aventura en Amphoreus. No sé si en la siguiente versión tendremos algo más de historia, porque la historia de momento no se ha acabado, es lo que... No sé si se acaba en esta, no quiero que me spoilees en el chat, no voy a leerlo, pero lo que os digo, está muy interesante todo, ha sido una de las historias yo creo que más largas desde que empezó Honkai, y con ya viendo un poquito lo que nos depara el destino, la verdad que las cosas creo que van a ser muy épicas. Me lo he pasado muy bien, me lo he pasado en grande, gracias a las más de 100 personitas que estáis aquí hoy conmigo. Lo que os digo, Honkai es lo que más lo peta últimamente con el tema del canal. Genshin cuesta mucho levantarlo, pero se puede. Y ZZ, la verdad que ahora es que hay algunos días que no, pero la verdad que estuvo bien. Espero que os esté gustando, gracias de verdad por el apoyo y lo que os digo, muchos me estáis comentando el tema de Twitch, probablemente en 2026 transmita por Twitch directamente y así pues también luego resuban los vídeos a YouTube. Pero bueno, ya veremos, lo que os digo, a lo mejor me planifico para hacer otras series para allí, ya veremos cómo lo hacemos, pero muchas gracias por todo vuestro apoyo, por todos vuestros consejos y si estás viendo esto en YouTube, por favor, deja el buen like, suscríbete, te leo en comentarios y nos vemos trazacaminos. Adiós.